want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream.
Every single person out here has a dream, but the reality is that they lose sight of it. We get busy, we get caught up in work, and our dream passes us by. I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen, inspiring people to take the small steps and realize that dream that's way up here is actually possible when you chunk it down and you move closer to it. So I come out here and I hold up my sign every day. Hey guys, my name is Zach. I'm out here talking about dreams. I started doing signs that were motivational and inspirational. And then after weeks of doing that and 40, 50 signs, my friends online said, dude, I know you're missing these great conversations. We need to see what you're talking about with the people, not just a picture of your sign. So I got this GoPro right here. And now it's evolved to where I've become more clear about my life's mission, which is everything about dreams. The very first day I came out here, I'll be so honest with you, I was terrified. I was scared of what people think. I'd already spoken on stage. I was scared. I was like, what if people shut me down? What if people, hate on me? What if people cuss me out? The what if is what holds everybody back. What if they don't?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Dream Talk. I'm your host, Zach Krupp, aka The Genie. And yes, it's secretly me. I am the person behind Dreamcat Solana. If you haven't heard about him, you should. This is the man, the myth, the legend. He wears the blue suit. And for now, I match him. This is a place where dreams become reality. We're educating, we're inspiring, and we're combining self-help education, the lessons of success with crypto, meme coins, the markets, and how they're evolving. And ultimately, the vision here is that if we can guide these thoughts and principles each week and navigate these markets, all of us can win. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm here to win. I'm here to win big. When I talk to my family, I talk to my sister, I talk to my brother, I say, yeah, crypto, that's my ticket, So let's talk crypto. Let's talk dreams. And today, we're going to talk about the 6-step manifestation formula. But more importantly, this is actually known as the law of assumption. And look, I get it. We talk about a lot of great stuff and you're so overwhelmed by all the good things. Man, you were talking about this, you're talking about that. We've talked about manifestation before. We've talked about manifesting, but now we are using a formula called the law of assumption. And get yourself a pen and paper unless you really think you're going to watch it over again. This is going to give you practical things that you can do today, that you can implement, that are juicy. So I'm excited about that. But first, let's shout out a few people, and then we're going to get into it. So you know the show, we're going to dive right into the topic. I want to respect the people just listening to us for the first time. Then in the back half, I'm going to show you 3-4 updates, things that we've done, the quote of the day, the Dreamcat chart, and talk a little bit about crypto and the future trends that are ahead. But first, let's shout out. We got people in the building. Number one, Famos, Amos, power of being first commenter in the chat. I love it. I appreciate it. It's great to see you here, man. I got to mention that I feel like I'm ramping up. I feel like I had a really good last 2 weeks. And ironically, it feels like chat is quieter than ever, or like Web3 is quieter than ever, or maybe people are just kind of tired of price fluctuations of staying the same. But I'm like, man, I'm kind of bored personally. Like I might just need to stay locking in. I'm trying to go in, be in Telegram. I'm like, man, kind of bored, honestly. So yeah, shout out to the people who are here in the building. We got user JFPLFPDDB. You said I look like AI, but why does your name look like AI? You know what I mean? Like spam. Adiyami, dude, you made it. What is it? 12 midnight in Nigeria. I'm glad you can make it. There will be a 30,000 dream giveaway. Here's the 2 ways you can win, and then let's begin the show, okay? Number one, first way you can win is the MVP. That means retweet this. You got to retweet this. Drop a comment, tag a few friends, but most importantly, it's who's following along with us in the live comments, right? Who's keeping up, engaging with the chat. We want to tap in. We want this to be an interactive stream. You're here live. We want you here. We want to tap in with you. So those people, you are entered to win MVP. At the very, very end, we're going to do a trivia game, 5 questions. Anyone can participate. That's for another 15,000 dream. But note, in order for the best chance to win, you have to be in the Dreamcat Telegram. So if you're not in the Dreamcat Telegram yet, make sure, because you're going to have to go back and forth, join now. Okay? Shout out to Space Penguin Girl. I saw a like, which means she's around here. I see Prognosis might just be in the building. Okay, but let's get on with this. So here's what we're going to be talking about. Holy crap. And sorry, Adiana, I got to get you off the screen so I can focus. But welcome in. Glad you can make it. 12:22, Amos says. So he says, hey, man, we can't stay up all night. Give it to us quick. Good. You're here in the beginning. Let's give it to you. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I know this. I live this. But today, I'm pulling straight from the book. We are teaching the law of assumption. What is this law? Well, let me read you this. This is taught by a man named Neville Goddard, who I'm tapping into deeply. It says, according to Neville Goddard, it's this idea of living in the end or assuming the feeling of your wish or your dream fulfilled, right? And what does that mean? It means, well, maybe they'll just describe it more, but I can too. The core practice of law of assumption, it means mentally and emotionally embodying, follow me, mentally and emotionally embodying the state of your desire as dream come true right now. As I wished on a star, I prayed to God, and it's done. It happened. Rather than hoping, praying for something in the distance, saying, man, I sure hope it turns out. Man, I believe in myself. I know the future is bright. I know I can be rich. I know I can make it in Web3. You know, I'm going to be real with you. That is a thing that I had to correct for myself too. Because guess what? I believe that all my dreams will come true, and I believe I can achieve anything. But the problem with both of those is they were off in the distant future. They were, you know, oh, it's sometime, and that keeps you waiting. Maybe you can relate. Maybe that's you. But what Neville is teaching us is that the secret of it all is actually taking that big dream, taking that thing, and tricking yourself essentially through feeling, emotional, and focused mind state to feel what it feels like of your dream coming true today. And you're like, but man, that's so tough, because when I look around the room, I'm hungry, I'm behind on my bill, I can't buy what I want, so how can I get excited? See, that's why it's so tough. That's why most people don't do it. But he's going to show clearly, and we're going to read through each one, he's going to show you how this actually manifests forwards into reality, okay? Let's see what else we got here. I'm just going to kind of read the specifics, why not? And I can exemplify myself. Neville taught that imagination creates reality, and your assumptions, like what you expect to happen, right? just like DreamCat. Everything we're going to talk about ties into making DreamCat a billion-dollar project, ties into you shilling any project you believe in. The imagination creates reality. What you can believe can happen, yes? And your assumptions, what you think is going to happen, harden into fact, okay? By persisting in the feeling that it's already done, the 3D world must conform as a delayed reflection of your inner state. We're getting wordy already. We're getting big time already, and we didn't even start yet, okay? Key principles from the teaching today. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That's the biggest thing. If you got to run right now, we're going to give you the 6 steps. It shouldn't take long, but that's the biggest thing. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And we talk about this. If you go in the DreamCat Telegram and you type in /wisdom 1, wisdom 2, all the way to 10, there are 10 lessons that cover this guy right here to remind you of what we're implementing here in DreamCat, what I'm implementing. I don't want to come up here all the time and say, like, I'm going to win so big, so trust in me. It's just like, don't trust in me, trust in me, trust the principles. The principles work. I'm using them right now today. I'm not doing secret different stuff. I am living this. I am practicing this, okay? Okay, now let's dive into the 6. Let's dive into the 6. See, Adiami's locking that already. He says, man, let me get that MVP. He says, I know the topic. I've been gone for a while, but I'm back now. I'm here and ready to roll. All right. Number one, I would encourage taking notes, okay? Number 1, the practical steps to live in the end, to assume your desires, is clearly define your desire, okay? What do you want? I say this a lot. There's a famous movie. It's The Notebook. Oh my gosh. I feel like Sam's a movie buff. I don't know if Sam's still here, but I know she always posts movies. Surely you know that movie. It's in The Notebook. The guy, the girl, like, has another boyfriend, comes back. They used to be in love, and he's like, what do you want? What do you want? She's like, I don't know. So this is really important. What do you want for your life, right? Napoleon Hill says, what is your chief aim? This means, yes, you have a lot of goals, you have a lot of dreams, but right now you need to pick a core one. You need to pick a central aim. If you have 5 different things that you want to achieve at once, maybe they're all connected, but if you split up your energy 5 pieces, like one day it's like, man, I really need the money to make my dream come true. So like today I'm like, man, I'm thinking about money and I'm manifesting money. And then you're like, man, but I'm a lonely man. I really need to find a wife soon. So like, man, the girl of my dreams is right around the corner, right? You can still be aware of all your dreams. You can look at all your dreams, but you always have to take a central focus to focus your energy here. So number 1, clearly define your desire, make it specific and make it definite, not vague, okay? Now here's something that's important. I hear people tell me vague dreams all the time. Why do you, okay, you're in crypto to try to get rich. What for? Because I want financial freedom. If that's your dream, this is a vague dream. Scrap it. Dig deeper. What's financial freedom look like to you? How many dollars is that? What does it mean to be financially free? To make $10,000 a month, to pay off all your bills, to be able to travel all around the world? What does that look like? You got to define it. Another thing I hear often is the reason I want to be rich is once I get rich, I'm going to use my money to help my family and everyone else around me. That is noble. That is an integrity-based mission. I love it. I actually hear it a ton. But to be completely honest with you, when I know what I know and I read these comments on Facebook or Twitter, they're usually not to us, but like out in the wild, I'm like, that person's never going to get it. Because the thing is that why I want to, getting rich is hard. Making your dream come true is hard, okay? You think that you're going to do the hardest thing of your life or be able to not quit, not give up, overcome the setbacks and the hardships, stay disciplined to show up every single day, go the distance. You're going to be able to do all that and sacrifice fun and going out and watching some more TV when you could be listening and learning or reading. You're going to sacrifice all that just to do something beyond yourself. Now, look, it's great to be noble. It's great to be giving, but I'm calling the bluff. There's no way you're that noble that your whole mission is just so you can help every single else person around you. You have to have this why. This dream must be a passion. It must be something that's emotionalized, that you care about, right? Because if you don't care, you'll quit. You'll move on. There's not a big enough why, okay? So, number one, what do you want? Define it and don't let it be vague. One other micro detail to that. When you're imagining, because that's what we're doing, guys, we're imagining visually in our mind, and we'll get to these steps. We're going to feel what it feels like. So you imagine yourself getting married to the dream wife, putting the $1 million in your bank account or opening up your app and seeing the $1 million dropped. You're imagining these things, and that's the next thing you need to do. Dream desire and select the scene. You need to create a movie of you having that thing or receiving that thing. Okay? Is that clear? Is that clear? I hope it is. I hope it's clear. Okay? So define what you want. Don't be vague and make a clear visual scene of what it is. That is number one. And I'll tell you what, never mind. Okay, keep going. Number two, construct. Okay, so I kind of gave you a heads up. Number two is build a short imagined scene. Build the mini movie in your mind, okay? Pick a vivid, like detail. Give me details. Where exactly are you standing? What are you wearing? What day of the week is it? What day of the month? What year is it? Is it Christmas? Are you outside? Are there people? Who's with you? What? Are you in the bedroom? Are you at a banquet hall? Are you standing on stage? Are you in front of the podcast? Oh my gosh, I just got the big news. Where are you? Okay, build this visual, make it vivid. Okay, make it first person present tense. Yes, first person present tense. So your big dream is way off in the future, right? Like, let's use this for example. Let's say your big dream is to become jacked, okay? You want to become super swole, you want to be a bodybuilder, and you're really skinny right now. What it means by like present tense, at least how I'm gauging it, is you're not imagining you're imagining the future, but you're not imagining far off into the future. So the trick is that you have to imagine and feel the future, or see the jacked version of you and feel what it would feel like to stand on stage, to accept the first place trophy, to do your little acceptance speech, to see you post the Instagram picture of yourself totally yoked. You have to see that version of you like in through your eyes, okay? So like when you're imagining this movie, okay, you're making a movie in your mind. You're not looking like, how would I say this? Like the movie that I'm watching is everything I can see with my eyeballs. I'm not looking at another Zach across the room and watching Zach flex over there. No, I am I'm not going to beat those allegations. I am the viewer of the dream. So it's coming through your eyes views, your mind movie, okay? You're not like floating above yourself or in the crowd. You are the first person. Yep, very simple. Seeing the bank balance, imagining your friends congratulating you, feeling secure and free, feeling, okay? That's number two. We're flying through them. I told you it'd be easy, it's simple, but take this down and practice this. I'm gonna pause everything. I wanna tell you a side story. I have been practicing this and I've been getting a lot more aggressive. I'm gonna give you a bonus tip. We're skipping around. I'm gonna tell you everything. Learn it and use it. But lately, when we talk about tech, I've been using AI more than I ever have. I started leveraging Grok. Hello, Trezor. Welcome. Another late night viewer. We're gonna get through it for you over there. I used to use them for other stuff, but now I'm using them as like sounding boards. I'm using them as sounding boards. So ChatGPT, I'm leveraging what I'm telling you. I'm like, here's my exact dream. Here's what I want to do. I feel like the problem that I'm missing is I feel it 80% and I'm missing that last 20% because I'm being transparent with you. I personally believe I can 100% and I know I can and I will, but it's stuck in the future. And I said, I'm struggling to feel like everything in the now. And I understand that if I believe 100% and I can feel it now, then it's an inevitability, which is what's so exciting about your dream. And so I've been sending Grok, I'm like, Grok, here's all the stuff, ChatGPT, here's all the stuff, here's my goal, here's my, interview me like a reporter who just made their dream come true, and ask me deeper questions in the first person. And then I'm going to answer those questions as if like I'm the person, because it's a way of tricking myself, right? So I am playing make-believe and imagination on a really deep scale. So I'm using, I'm answering these questions as if it's all real right now. Now I can think differently. Instead of thinking, oh, the dream is far off, I'm thinking, no, this is exactly what I would say when it happens, and it's making it more real for me. I'm living it and I'm becoming it. So side note, and by the way, this has been helping me a ton. The first day that I did this multiple times, this is how serious I'm getting about this. Doing it in the morning, doing it in the evening, taking 15 seconds 2-3 times a day to imagine the scene. I did that so deeply. I did that full interview of questions the first day, and that night I dreamed about my dream coming true. Yes, I'm winning. Right, Bubba Gump? I saw Bubba Gump, like maybe he stopped by. Oh, he is here. Bubba Gump. I dreamed my dream coming true 3 nights ago. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you stuff that I'm not doing. I'm telling you my number one, this right here is the thing that's going to take me over the top this year. I'm telling you, it really is. I've been in this stuff for 9 years, on, off again. There's all different things to do. You got to string everything together. But I'm like, I understand it. And now I know, and all I have to do is get to 100% belief and brainwash myself. So I dreamed about it. And let me tell you one more thing before we get into step 3. We're 2 steps in. We'll review them at the end for you guys. 2 steps into the 6-step manifestation method, okay? Which is the law of assumption. Not only did I dream up the scenario, but in my dream, I'm a very vivid dreamer. In my dream, the instant it happened, believe me when I say I literally felt it to my core. And that's been happening in my dreams. Things that are being felt in the dreams feel real. So like when I saw it, I had see the smile come on my face? I'm practicing right now. I literally put it in my mind. It showed up in my dreams, and I felt the excitement. I literally found out, and then I like ran away in the dream. And then I actually woke up instantly after that because I was so like, whoa. So just saying, when you really dig stuff in there, it shows up in your dreams, and now it's working overtime. Okay, how appropriate. I didn't even realize the perfect setup. Step number 3. Enter the state before sleep. The acronym is SATS, S-A-T-S. It's honestly not that important. You just need to know what to do. But it means state akin to sleep. Now, here's the deal. We've already shared 10 times on this podcast that the first 15 minutes when you wake up and the last 15 minutes before bed is when your mind is the most impressionable and wide open. So if you want to brainwash yourself, that's when you dream about your dream. In this state, what you need to do is just relax deeply at night and loop the scene in your imagination until it feels real. And what he's going to tell us, he probably didn't say it yet, but all you have to do is build like a 15-second scene, right? So what he's going to tell us, and I'm getting ahead, but like there is, you build up that scene and you just replay it over and over, and you imagine it in detail, and then you feel the feelings, the deep feelings of the finish line, of the dream come true. That's basically what it is, okay? So if you're falling asleep and you're like, all right, 5 minutes before bed, say your prayers, journal, do whatever you want to do. Just practice playing that 15-second clip in your mind, literally daydreaming. And if you do it really well, you're actually going to fall asleep while you're doing it. And that would be even better. You're thinking about it, you got your eyes closed, and you're like, oh yeah, and then you just wake up and it's morning. Okay. Loop the scene in your imagination until it feels real, then fall asleep in that feeling. Feeling is the secret. Neville emphasized this is powerful because the subconscious mind, which we talked about last week, is the most impressionable right before bed. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4, throughout the day, tap in. Throughout the day, ask yourself, how would I feel? How would I think? How would I act if this was already true? This is my challenge to a lot of dreamers because naturally, we're all suffering in some kind of way, right? We're never fully fulfilled. There's always a problem. There's always a fire to put out. There's always something we want to achieve, something we want, a trouble in life. And a thing I see a lot, shout out to my man J-Dog, a thing I see a lot is people are focusing on the problem with usually negative feelings, right? Because it's anxiety bearing, it's fear bearing. So man, what if I don't fix this? What if I don't get it out? So you're focused on these negative feelings. And on top of that, the other thing I see is you're pushing it off in the future, right? So not to pick on Crypto Williams, but we were talking about one of his dreams today, and he said, I sure pray and hope my wish comes true. The problem with that is it's putting it off to the distance, right? And what he's saying is live from the end, which means we have to trick ourselves through our imagination, through repetition programming, to believe in the dream now. See yourself and feel like how you would feel if your wish came true, if your dream came true. Feel that now. What a paradigm challenge. But man, my reality is so tough. Maybe that's why 93% of people don't make their dream come true. Matter of fact, a lot of people just dream a dream and they never get where you are. So if you're listening to this right now, I just want to applaud you for being someone who is into being a self-starter, being someone who's investing in your future. I'm not here to waste my own time, right? I don't need a pat on the back. I'm here to empower the dreamers in our community so you can make your dream come true while we make the dream come true. And whether you buy any or not, you can become that person. Let's see, we got a comment here from Amos. When what you imagine is felt to the core, it stops being a wish and starts becoming a direction, or I'd say a guide, a goalpost, right? I love it, Amos. Man, I hope you guys can lock this in. Okay. So after, remember throughout the day, you do it at night, but throughout the day, think about how would dream version of me feel, think, and act. A way I've caught myself doing this is how I walk and how I look at people. The day I did my deep imagination and I dreamed about it and I was really, really in it, I noticed that when I walked out in public, I walked with a little bit more swagger, right? And in addition to that, I made more eye contact. I was more willing to, if there's a really pretty girl, I'm not going to look and then look away. I'm just going to look because I'm him. You see, that was an interesting observation for me because it says, man, if I'm walking this tall now and this confidently, and I'm making eye contact with everyone, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Just free flowing. What am I normally like? Does that mean normally sometimes I'm just kind of slunching around? And then that's controlling my whole atmosphere, how people see me, how the world sees me. Oh man, there's just, I don't know, someone walking around aimlessly. Or the eye contact thing too. I just noticed that's different. So man, maybe believing I'm this person builds up my self-confidence to a new level. If I'm this person, I'm moving with more authority. So that's why that exercise was powerful to me, because I said, okay, when I'm imagining I am the one, I'm moving differently. And the thing that's crazy, guys, is that the moving differently is actually what helps make the play come to pass. There's been people in our community who we've rewarded in the past. And I've shared with them that it wasn't because we were blessing them for no reason. It wasn't because they were lucky. What they did is they projected a certain energy that magnetized the blessing to them. And then what happened is they changed the energy. And now maybe less good things are happening, or maybe they think their luck changed, but it's very noticeable difference. The energy, the frequency, the vibration. We're going to keep talking about the same things because they are the things, okay? Adopt the posture, the tones, walking taller, spending, speaking freely. That's another thing I'm doing. I'm spending differently because a lot of money's about to come my way, because that's just right here, right? I even made a tweet today, I think, that I said I'm going to be a millionaire soon. And that's crazy because it's the most money I've ever had. But at the same time, it's insignificant to my journey and actually means nothing to me. So it's getting excited and then realizing, wow, I'm grateful. But then that's a drop in the bucket, right? That's literally, we're in the mindset. We're in the mindset. Okay, good. Good. Okay, number 5. Are you still with me? We're cruising along. We're only 25 minutes in. We've almost given it all out. But don't worry, we're going to talk crypto and trends and some more things, okay? And I got a juicy quote of the day for you too. And we got giveaways, so tap it. Number 5, big one. Sorry, I don't want to blast in the mic. I'm having a good time. If you're here, thanks for showing love. Thanks for, if you dropped a comment, I'm going to retweet you. If you want to just get retweeted by Dreamcat, you know, that's actually going to be a flex someday. But if you want to be, say you're retweeted by Dreamcat, I don't want that to be your big success. I want you to say, man, I owned Dreamcat. I literally made my first $1 million off Dreamcat. Okay, I want that to be you. But if you just fall off somewhere along the way, you can say, hey, man, you know, Dreamcat retweeted me once. Dreamcat, who's Dreamcat? Dreamcat, oh, man, that's like the Mickey Mouse of today, man. That's literally like, they have the #1 community of dreamers in the entire world. There's literally, they have the golden ticket. They were one of the first communities that capitalized on crypto in a way that actually like served and helped people, right? So just crazy. For some reason, I can only see one comment from my Genie account. Shout out to Prognosis AI, GM, AMP locked in. All right, let's finish. 5 and 6. Number 5, a big one. Persist regardless of evidence. Oh my gosh, how huge is this? Can anybody relate out there? Can anybody relate? Because let me tell you something. How hard is it to keep going when not only are you tired, but you don't think it's working? You know, I can tell you, I'm gonna give you, no, let's just read it first. Ignore the appearances that you see in front of you that go against your dream. You have to be delusional in some sort. That's clearly what's coming to pass, right? So you're imagining the future, and the future eventually catches up, but in the process, you need to disregard the reality, which is bogging you down or making you doubt, wait, I can't be rich. I literally sleep in my mom's basement. Like, it's just not possible for me. That's going to mess you up. That's going to block everything. So assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and continue therein. Faith is walking by inner sight, not outer sight. Golly dang. Faith is walking by inner sight, not outer sight. Now, let me just profoundly rant and tell you why it's all possible. I'm going to tell you 2 things. Number 1, this is the Dream Talk podcast. You see Dreamcat in the corner. So we're talking about Dreamcat, the project, a little bit. Look, Dreamcat's 2 years old. There are people who have come here and got excited. The people who got excited before anything happened, let me tell you this. I'm doing the exact same thing now that I did in the beginning. In the beginning, whoever stumbled upon the Dreamcat community and came inside from a random tweet I made, which was like 6, 7, 8, 9 people who found it, all they got to hear is the hype that I was projecting forward. The same hype that I'm projecting forward now. They heard it. It was taking a while. It took a month. The attention was getting lower and lower. It was getting quieter and quieter. And then I took an action that creates the reality, which is in my hands at any time. I can do that. Other dreamers can do it too, but I have dev power. I can do that, right? And after the fact, once it happened, I mean, they went nuts. They're like, oh my gosh, I should have bought more. You weren't lying. You were right. I mean, I bought in this at 6K, 10K. I'm up at 200K right now. This is crazy. And then it came back down, and a lot of those people left. A few of them stuck around, and then we went for another run. And we went from, I don't know, 36K, 50-something K, I think 32K, 28K, up to 735. Now, here we are for 2 years. If you're looking at the chart doesn't tell you anything. The chart doesn't tell you the story. However, what do you think? Me, think of like, I can't imagine what you think. Me as Dev, I've been here for 2 years. I haven't made money. Let me tell you this. I haven't made money. This week, I spent $200 to renew the website. Okay, this is dev cost. It cost me $200 to renew the website. Hopefully, so you can appreciate my efforts and know like this at least. Maybe it's not a selling point to make you up your bags, but so you know the dream is going nowhere. I'm not like dumb, right? Everything's intentional. Spent $200 on the website. Spending $275 on some new stickers, and I just spent $250 today to talk to a trademark attorney again for a follow-up. That's $750 this week. Now, there are grassroots projects. There are ways that if you want to be a dev that you can pump things up and do things grassroots, and we basically still do. But just know what is my payoff? What could be going through my mind possibly that 2 years in, I've done all this stuff. I should be the most tired. I should be the most worn out, creating every day, GMing every day, no days off besides Sunday. What keeps me going? Well, man, let me tell you, it's because I have the vision. I know the dream. I have a defined central purpose. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. And just like I knew before, 5K market cap, where we barely did anything, and just like I know now, at 50K market cap, where we've barely done anything. That's what keeps me going, is I have the dream in my sights. I've lived the future. I've lived the most ambitious success thing, and I'm starting to project it more. I am going to sell a lot of people, and I don't say this in some salesy way, because you guys know it's not about that. I want to make the dream huge, but I know it's going to work because belief sells, and the belief's getting deeper, and I'm projecting that belief. So anyway, I digress. Persist regardless of evidence. This applies to you for your dream. You think you want to make it big in Web3. You've struck out 2 bull markets in a row. The next one is yours then. You always have this delusional belief. You keep it going, you live it, you make it more real, but you must persist, because the evidence of what you see is just the result of the past. It is everything that you imagine in the past. It has no relevance to the future. This is why most people give up, because I'm going to try the 6-step process. You try what I tell you, and in 6 weeks, your dream doesn't come true. You quit, and you try, and you look for the next thing. I need something quicker. I need speed. Give me speed like Lightning McQueen. You quit, and then you do that process for your entire life. I am high on life, excited, overwhelmed, because I know what's possible for the dreamers here who buy into the principles. You very well, not promises, not financial advice, not even talking about dream pumping. I'm talking about you as a person, regardless of you even owning dream tokens. You can and should be able to change your life if you apply the principles. Why do I know this? Because they've absolutely changed mine already. And I've just been dicking around. That's the crazy part. I've been 60%, 65%, on again, off again. This focus, that focus, got to do this, got to do this. Yes, there's bigger dreams, but right now I'm locking in on one. And that's how I'm playing. I've locked in on one. I'm not thinking about the big dream. I got a playbook for that. I'm not thinking about this and this. I'm thinking about this right here. Yeah. Number 6. Are you ready for this? Hopefully I didn't put my friends in Nigeria to sleep over there. Up late. I want to get it out for you. If you got 6, you're good. You can hang longer, but those are the 6 if you came for it. Number 6. Once the state feels like your default, I am. This is how you're supposed to say all affirmations, by the way. All affirmations should be in I am format. I am the greatest in the world. I'm the best speaker in the world. I am Dreamcat, the biggest streamer in the world. I am possession. Once you feel, feeling is the secret, feels like it. Thoughts are things, feeling the emotions internally. Once you feel like your default state is like what you are. Basically, once you believe what you're saying, you don't need to touch up anymore. You don't need to do this anymore. So you don't need to do this forever. You need to do this until you successfully brainwash your mind and your belief system to where you can just push the button and see it and feel it, and you're like, man, I feel it all the time. Like, shout out to Canware. Canware comes in and he always says feels like something big's about to happen. I felt that way a lot more about 2 years ago, and I started feeling it again now. And honestly, a lot of big things did happen that I'm really excited about. But I get it, man. Feels like something big's about to happen. Amazing. Great. Okay, let's see. Anything else to share on here? Neville often quoted Mark 10:27. He says, with God, all things are possible, emphasizing that this power is within you. Another huge thing we teach. You're looking for your dream outside of yourself. You're looking for the answer outside of yourself, but everything comes from within. You start within. We've talked about that too and how to do that. He stressed persistence over intensity. Stay in the end naturally, in the bridge of incidents, how it manifests, the source, the ticker, the meme coin, whatever that catalyst is, unfolds indefinitely. Boom. Boom. Did somebody say boom? Sandy Cheeks. Let's see. Do I got any more soundtracks? Boom. I mean, that's all I can say. Boom. Bing bong. Any good? Not so good? You let me know. To me, this is one of the most profound things that I'm learning. I'm blessed that I get to teach it. I'm blessed that I get to share on it. And here's something else I want to say. I want to give another, I guess you could say, warning. The warning would be, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be a prophesizer right now. I'm going to speak things into existence. DreamCat is going to be a huge movement. DreamCat is going to be a $1 billion project. DreamCat is, in fact, going to build the largest community of dreamers in the world. I'm not really worried about what you can see or what you feel or what you believe. I'm at least the captain in this sense, but I'm nothing without the dreamers and believers. So just know that I'm not trying to say it's all me. I'd be lost. It'd be nothing. It's just an idea without the people. But the concept works. The concept is strong. The concept is sound. The concept is mutually beneficial. Everything in crypto is a bad trade. Everything is to screw you over. There's always a loser. I don't see a loser here. Is there a loser who's investing in Amazon? As long as Amazon continues to get bigger and grow, people who are investing in Amazon aren't buying the top and losing. The top comes in when Jeff Bezos sells the company, new leadership tanks something, he pops up in the Epstein files, he dies, he sells the company, or they're replaced. Like right now, Google's kind of being replaced by AI. That's when things turn. The DreamCat mission is a decades mission. 10 is the target, 20 is alive, and then we can't get too crazy, right? Who can really see 20 years in the future? That's like 2/3 of my whole life already. All I know is I'm in the absolute right place and we have the right vehicle. So why am I saying all this? Oh, I'm saying, I don't remember exactly what I was saying. I know what I was describing to you, why basically I'm bullish, all these things. Oh, I know. I was saying, here's the problem. Here's why you need to take notes. Here's why you need to show up. Because once it becomes evident and clear, this is why we do what we do. God, it's so dang freaking bullish. Once it becomes evident and clear and the results catch up to the vision and the dream, people will become believers. But remember what Neville said. Neville said, is faith without sight. To truly be a believer, it means you act, you move, you tweet, you create, you show up like the chart is pumping. That is what the 1,000 believers are going to do. That is what Coiny does. That's what Libre does every day. Amos is out there, but obviously, Amos got a lot of love, a lot of direction. But I respect your grind, man. You're doing a great job. You're posting more tweets for yourself. I'm liking your tweets more because they're personal development-y, so they apply to me. But that's just is what it is. So what's going to happen is people are going to respond to what they see. They're going to get excited. And a lot of things are going to happen. People are going to come listen to an old podcast where I say, look, if you tap in the dream community, all of your dream, we're teaching all of the principles, and the principles are undefeated. Anyone who's applied these principles, who sticks with it, the consistency, the discipline, and keeps course correcting, wins. They are the biggest dreamers in the world. I preach this. They hear this on an old podcast. They understand it could be them. And now we're mooning. Now we're I don't know, 100 million market cap, 200 million market cap. And people are like, oh man, I gotta learn these lessons. And they're going to be going back through our old podcast where week by week, we applied the lessons to the opportunities. We said, look at this chart. Look at what's happening with the Fed right now. Look what's happening here in cat coins. Here's the cat coins we're buying. Here's how we're positioning ourselves. Are we going to have a bull? Are we going to have a bear? Are we going to have the biggest bull run of all time? And what's going to happen to the onlookers, the people who never believed in anything, the people who never stopped to do their research because they were too busy effing off because they weren't focused on their dream like you are, since you're showing up in the hard times, locking in, studying, and learning, is they're going to get left behind. It doesn't mean it's too late to buy the dream, although they sure lost their 10,000x. They're buying at 100 million. They may have to go down on their investment a long time. Maybe we go up to 100 million, we come all the way back down to 10 million, and then they're at a minus 90% for 2 years. Okay, not only all that, but they're going to miss the opportunities. You can't catch up. There's 60 episodes. They can benefit you. But I would tell each dreamer, I am on this journey. I'm going to do it. My dreams are not dreams. My dreams are my destiny, okay? I am just, and that's just what you got to believe. So it's a blessing that I believe this. I brainwashed myself thoroughly enough that I know, like, there is no hope. There is no wish. This is my future. This is how things are going to unfold. And I say all that not to say, you know, I don't know, look at me, or if I can do it, so can you. I say all that to say, I'm becoming right now, part of the dream allure that I'm offering to all of you is come alongside of us. I get you're in crypto. I get things aren't exciting. But for the person who's working on themselves, Dreamcat and the community is still an amazing place to be, because we're sharing, at least each day, we're sharing the insights. We're sharing the things that motivate you to give you an edge. If you listen to this and you go out and you try things and you try your hardest to implement over a week and it didn't work, or you had a hang up, you can come back and ask a question the next week. Or you can say, oh man, I tried what you said and I had this problem. What did you do in this situation? Or what should I do, right? And the allure here is that while we're in the process, we're in the process of becoming. This is the process I'm in right now. You're becoming for a season, and then you just are. And as, I don't know if Bubba Gump's still here, but we talked about how Bubba Gump's the dev of Ninja Cat, okay? A great cat project, kind of in the same realm of Dreamcat. Matter of fact, they're even bigger than us right now. They have an amazing show as well, a Twitch stream that's amazing, bingo, entertainment, fun, all the good stuff. What's really crazy about that is it's proof of concept of when you have motion, everyone cares. Everyone's paying attention. Everyone's going to be a content creator. When Dream was on a high, going up and up and up, did you know that Dreamcat had 6 content creators who created content for free? People say, man, I want to work for the Dream community. I want to be an illustrator. When you have motion, everyone wants to help you win. Everyone wants to be a part. Everyone wanted roles. People message me, right? Man, I know this project's going to be huge. I don't want to be a supporter. I want to be a part of the real Dream team. You got to understand that energy is not here today, but it'll be back. And the opportunities will go to the biggest believers and dreamers, because belief is the only way. If you're seeing and responding, you're just like everyone else. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Anyone can believe when a price is going up. Anyone. It takes no effort. Your money's up. You can go out at any time. You don't have to wait for anything. It's the easiest thing in the world. The true foundational build that makes you the part of the becoming is putting belief into practice, because the believers who see it into fruition, oh my gosh, these people are going to be indestructible. These are going to be the biggest spokespeople in the world. Like, I remember when there was 70 viewers. There's literally 8,000 people watching right now. I remember when there was 70. I remember when Dream was 50K market cap for a year, and Jeannie would just post like, I'm telling you, this is the forecast. Here's what we got. Boo, 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 boo. Like, do whatever you want. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, I remember. But damn, he was really about that life, man. Dream really is that thing. Dreamcat, dude, damn. The ticker's Dream. See, I'm feeling it now because I'm working on that. I can feel it now because I can imagine it. I can see it. I've rehearsed it, but that's not my big target right now. To be real with you, my big target is money. So I'm not unlike you. Just because you don't see me talk about money 24/7 doesn't mean I don't need some. Money on my mind. All right. Boom, bam, bang. Man. Adiyami, was that something? I'm not clapping for myself. I'm clapping because I'm energized for the dreamers who just got to hear the good stuff. Holy moly. Who's trying to make it in their life? Who's trying to make their dream come true? I am. Who's with me? Who's willing to go the distance like Hercules? Who's willing to witness their own dream come true? Raise your hand. Mine's up. If you're listening and you can't see me. I'm glad you could hear it, Adiyami. My big thing is, I have a heart for people anyone who's trying to see their dream come to pass. We all have struggles, but to all those people, my biggest thing is always like, everyone thinks the answer is like the solution, right? Like, oh, it's the money. It's this exact thing. And my whole belief's always been the principles basically set you free, right? The principles guide you and lead you to these things. That's how I've played it in my life. Step up. I didn't even know Raylan was here because they didn't even say GM. I'm watching. What's up, Raylan? I tagged you a few times in chat. It's been such a slow week. I've been bored in Telegram, but I don't blame everybody. It's a slow drag along price time, but man, I'm ready. Just chipping away. I'm chipping away, so we're back in motion. It feels good. Bonk Sister Fan Club in the chat. He says, I'm up. Hand up, baby. I'm trying to make my dream come true. And I don't think I've ever heard Bonga's dream, so we'll have to hear that sometime. Okay, cool. Part 1 is done. Remember, we're still looking for MVPs. Right now, I'd say Adiyami has the edge. If Amos is still here, I don't know if you logged off. If Amos is still here, if you drop a comment, you'd be right there up there with Adiyami. We're looking for people who are just active in the chat, listen to what we're saying, retweeting the show, dropping comments, tagging friends. And, you could be entered for that 15K dream. But we got enough. What? I got a pop-up. Thank goodness we're back. Okay, let's move onwards, guys. Second part of the show, okay? Reviews, updates, things, and a trend about the future. I want to show you this. I'm proud of this. I'm actually excited about this. We're always a brick-by-brick movement here, okay? We're working on making things better whenever we can. And, man, talk about a quantum leap. This is the new cover art for the Dream Talk podcast. If you just remember, hey, get this little arrow out of here. Get lost, arrow. Get lost, arrow. What? How do you make this thing go away? Ridiculous. Unreal. All right, anyway, you can see it right there. New cover art for the podcast. It looks good. This connects to some of our trademark stuff that we have to do. It's just a nice reminder of how things continue to develop. You show up, you do your best you can in the moment. Some things don't deserve your focus yet, right? We have the podcast. It's kind of on autopilot. It's not like we're promoting it to death. We didn't SEO optimize and all those things, but that's part of the mission. We want to pull people from there. We want to pull people from social media content and massive action plan. So nice touch today. Okay, we added that. If you can, man, please check out this tweet. If I didn't already, I'm going to retweet it on Dreamcat. Please give us a rating. This will really help us. We have 5 ratings on Spotify. Surely we can at least get that to 10. I'll give 500 bonus stream to anyone who rates the podcast. So you just go to it, give it a 5-star rating. I mean, if it's not worth 5 stars, fine, give it 4. And then look at this. So you can witness growth and development, right? On the right, the stupid blue arrow is blocking it, but on the right, that is the old Dream Talk avatar picture. On the left, you got the upgrade. And now we have a subtitle, which is important. Dream Talk, Navigating Success in Life and Web3. It's defined, it's niche, and that's what we're digging into. In addition to that, okay, check out, this is just another view of it, in case you want to see it. I want to read you Dream Talk described, okay? I want to read you Dream Talk described from the podcast point of view. This blows away what we had before. For the biggest dreamers in the world, turning dreams into reality. That's just a tagline. It's a cheat code because that's the first thing everyone's going to see. Dream Talk is a live show hosted by entrepreneur and Dreamcat founder Zach Krupp, streaming on X and YouTube. Hey, plot twist, it's happening right now. Okay, it's live right now. We're on it. It is built for dreamers, builders, and ambitious thinkers. The show blends success principles, mindset, and the world of crypto to help listeners transform their dream into reality. The Dreamcat movement is dedicated to building one of the largest communities of dreamers in the world while documenting the journey of becoming a global Web3 empire. Join the dreamers, learn, earn, and build the future. Now, gosh, I mean, I was playing around with AI. I was, working, tinkering little things. That sounded tremendously good to me. It sounded way better. It sounded attractive. It's defined. Now the show has people know what they're getting themselves into. There's all these things that you got to optimize. And the reason you should be as excited is because in order to make any of this count, you're like, okay, let's play devil's advocate. You're doing all these things, man. Like you're doing the stickers, you're doing this, but the price stays the same. That's because right now, I may be the only catalyst who moves the price. How did the price move before? Well, I was a big part of that. And then other people hopped in once they believed and witnessed themselves, right? So basically, I don't want to say it'll happen when it happens, but it's like, it doesn't just magically happen, right? The price moves when I start taking some actions that moved the price last time. And it's not me pumping money in the chart. It's we know what to do and we know certain things that do it. But again, vision. So that was number one. Little update, cool thing. And we're gonna talk about trends here. Let's talk about the trend first, since we were just talking about dream. I want to give some more alpha here. Let's talk about the trend before we just go into some more dream. Okay. Check this out, ladies and gents. Tweet I posted this past week, and it's a a newspaper article from the past. But here we are, living in the future. It says, internet may just be a passing fad as millions give up on it. When was this written? December 5th, the year 2000. Okay, there was a time, now this is a little bit different than crypto. At the time, the internet had only been around for 7 years. Crypto's been here for nearly double that. But look at the chart that I posted below this, the follow-up chart. And I said, by the way, you're still way ahead in Web3, meaning in a sense, we're actually right here. Most people think, who did I hear? The guy who's a popular actor, Terrence Howard, said the other day, Bitcoin's going to zero on a huge podcast that already has 3 million views. He said Bitcoin's going to zero. So there you go. It's still time. Not everyone believes. Institutions are just getting on board. But here is a chart that I posted that compares the internet and the past timeline to crypto and what we have now. Look at the similarities. And this is what I wrote. Nothing is more clear than the long-term massive crypto adoption. At some point in time, 4-year cycles will die and there will be no going back. What a risky game to say, I'm going to sell the top, rotate. So I started playing for decades. I ain't rotating nothing no more. Let me stack up what I believe in. All right. Internet, I'll let you view it. I'll give you a visual. Libre in the building. Welcome, sir. And I'll review the 6 steps at the end for anyone who missed them. But this update here, check this out. Okay, on the left, it says the internet in the 2000s. There was about 361 to 395 million users, 6% of the world. And they said at the time, millions give up because the internet's just a fad. Right now, crypto in 2025, 2026, 560 to 750 million owners. That is 7 to 9% of the entire globe. Internet was 6%. We're only slightly ahead, a few percentage points in this stage. In 2000, dot-com bubble, peak, bursts, crash. In 2021, we had a huge crash, crypto winter, and then here we are again, 2024, 2025 bull, and people are starting to shift their thesis. I think this is in my opinion, this is the last 4-year cycle, like the one that we're witnessing. So even if we do go totally bear here, it won't last 4 years. And I think from here it ends. That is my prediction. Dial-up, okay, to go on the internet was dial-up. It was slow, okay? There was like Yahoo and some other stuff. Right now, you need seed phrases. You need a Solana wallet. You need gas fees. It's clunky, okay? XYZ. You get the point. I don't need to read all the stuff. But last one. The internet is a fad. And then the upside was it will change everything. The 2 sides of the fence. For crypto is dead. The upside is it will replace finance. So that is a trend I wanted to make known for you here. And that's something we want to talk about more is the trends in the market. Because we want to win. Because we're dreamers. We're trying to capitalize on the trends and apply these principles, right? Apply these principles to our success. All right, let's look at another. I got another thing pulled aside for you guys. What do I got? I got this one. One more little nugget. And then, gosh, we're kind of like moving on. Kind of like towards the end of the rainbow. Let's get on screen. Here we go. Quick note. We talked about visualizing, feeling. Very, very hard thing to do. Very, very hard to see the future when you can't feel the future. Well, take a look at this. This is something that helps you to visualize the future. This is a chart that I stole. It is a guy who owned 1 million Popcat tokens. And he shows that his 1 million Popcat tokens are worth $385,000. Now, what's important to notice about this is Popcat's a cat. They got 1 million tokens. They have nearly double the supply that we do. So if Dreamcat was where Popcat was, okay, this would actually be closer to, this would be like 500K, 600K. I actually don't know where this was. If this was $1 billion market cap, 2 billion market cap, 700 million, I really don't know. But the point was, that's what 1 million tokens looks like on a billion or like a $500 million coin. And so I said with that, this is just a light chill. When I look at that and you look at that and you hear the vision we cast, right? No one is like, everyone has something special about themselves. Everyone's doing something special, but respectfully, I don't think what we're trying to accomplish is being done by anyone or will be. And they can't even replicate it if they wanted to. Even if they made an educational community, they can't replicate the future of Dream. That's the best part. No one can copy what we're going to do. Even if an imposter comes along, it'll eventually come back to Dream because we solidified as the first ticker with Dream, who didn't, quit, give up, die. What I wrote here, there's almost zero excuse to not own 1 million DreamCat tokens. For $81, I think that's what it costs right now, you could have 1 million Dream. $81. We're at 50,000 market cap. This is the upside to the unique way that we're building Dream through belief first. Belief's our horse. Belief's our golden goose. It happens slow. It stacks. And like I said, the people who believe through all the ebbs and flows will become the biggest believers in the world. And that is why we will be able to mitigate the dips and the 90% fall downs. Because even when people are sitting on huge wallets like Libre, huge believer, said at the top of Dream, he had a wallet with 50K Dream in it, right? 50K Dream. And he knows, he's one of the people who shows up every day. So maybe he got a little glimpse and he's like, man, I don't know. Something just tells me. The golden ticker Dream, right? So that's all I want to say. We have half the supply of PopCat. How do you not have 1 million? It's a light chill. People throw around a Solana here. That's one Solana right now. $85, one Solana. Get yourself a Solana of Dream and never do anything. The chance to make those kind of investments, speculative investments, anything could happen. I don't think those exist very often, especially when crypto goes away, which is why I'm here to play. I think this is a special time. And then, other than that, before we get to the quote of the day and the trivia game and the giveaways, I just want to give this last thing. We are doing, on Saturdays, we're doing book club, Truthful Living. Today we talked about Neville Goddard. On Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll be talking about Napoleon Hill and a lesson he's teaching. I just thought these new graphics were on the come up. Come on. Is that not sharp? Are you not seeing DreamCat's evolution in visual? That is clean. That excites me. So just want to shill that. Okay, all the shills are over. Let's do the quote of the day, take a peek at the Dream chart, pick our MVP, and do the trivia game. If you're here, make sure you're in the DreamCat Telegram. You have to join. You'll want to if you want to play the end of the road game. Okay. Let me give you this quote of the day. It's sexy. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not. It's flashy. It's hot. Ready? Here it comes. Bam. DreamCat quote of the day. If you assume success and persist in that assumption, you cannot fail. That is the law. Now, I'm going to be real with you. This is a little bit of my dream visuals. I really don't care about the house. I actually don't care about the car that much. I don't need a Lambo or Ferrari. I do want a black sports car eventually, just something basic, but I don't need 20 cars. I don't need the castle. I just think I might get it anyway because, it's not that I even desire it. It's just oh, well, yeah, I'll probably just be able to have it. And a cool statue in there. So, yeah, and beach vibes, I'm living in Florida right now. I love the palm trees. I love the heat. So, okay, this quote here. I just want you, let's review right now while we have the quote up for anyone who came in late, the 6 steps to manifestation, so you know. And then I just want to hit this home one more time so you can fully grasp this, okay? Because this really was every week, you got to sell, right? You got to say, oh, this is the next best thing. This is the next best thing. Right now, I am on fire with this idea. This is the thing I'm implementing full tilt. So the review, we gave 6 keys to manifestation. Here they are. Number 1, clearly define your desire. Make it specific and definite. One chief aim, one sole thing to put your energy into as your next big goal or dream, but don't let it be vague. That's a mistake people make. I want to be wealthy. I want to be financially free. Too vague. Get specific. Number 2, construct a short imagined scene. Use your mind to visualize where you are, what you're wearing, whatever it is. If you're driving this black car that's on the screen, envision yourself sitting in the front seat, starting the car, looking at your wife, pulling out of the driveway, feel what it feels like, and vividly Imagine this and see yourself at the end of the rainbow. That's the big thing here, right? The assumption is don't see it as, oh, I can have it someday. You see it as real now. You see the people, you see the money in your bank, you see the people congratulating you. Make it first person. You see it through your own eyes. You're experiencing the car from your own eyes. You're not in the crowd, okay? Number 3, enter the state before sleep. You want to pick a 15-second scene. Pick the scene of your dreams, build the visualization, make it emotionally strong. Pick this 15-second scene and play it through your mind on a loop. The best thing to do is, I've been doing this multiple times a day, but at nighttime. In an ideal world, you play that loop a couple times before bed, imagining it, feeling it, and you accidentally fall asleep. I shared that 3 days ago, I dreamt about my dream coming true, which is something I was trying to do for a while. And I was doing this exact thing. And I dreamt about my dream, and I felt my dream literally came true in my dream, and I could feel it. I felt the euphoria. It was so powerful that I woke up. I literally made my dream come true. I ran away out of excitement, and then I woke up in my dream. Number 4, throughout the day, check in, right? You want to practice, imagine feeling the state throughout the day. How would the dreamer version of you who drives the black Ferrari, if you drive a 1990 Toyota Corolla right now, 260,000 miles, and you get out of the car and a hot girl looks at you might just look down at the ground, okay? You might, I don't know, second guess yourself, doubt yourself, lack the confidence. But if you were just getting out of your Ferrari, you're like, yeah, I know she's looking at me because I'm him. And then maybe you make eye contact, or you might even say, hey, how's it going? This is what he says. He says, throughout the day, think about how would the dream version of you at the end of the rainbow who made their dream come true, how would that person feel? How would that person think? And how would that person act if the dream was already true? Adopt the posture, the tone, the certainty that you speak with, your decisions, walking taller. How do you spend? When you go spend money, do you always, you still maybe got to look at a price, but when you let money go, if you're tight on money, do you ever say, oh man, I got to spend these bills there goes that $100. Oh, it pains me. The bills, they just keep piling up. I got to give away another $100. Oh, it felt terrible. You're going to have to pay the $100 no matter what for your bill. So you get the 100 and you give it freely, saying, that's nothing. $100. I know 10 years from now in my dream house, my electricity bill will be, $2,000. It's nothing to me. I'm the biggest dreamer in the world. Embody that. Number 5, persist regardless of evidence. This is one of the big ones, okay? Persist regardless of evidence. The biggest problem is most people feel, guard their excitement, their emotions, their actions, like who's talking about Dreamcat? Oh, not that many people because nothing's happening right now. The version who lives with the law of assumption, which I hope all the dreamers can adopt in their life for their dream, and the Dreamcat mission is living in advance, which means you're acting as if dream is already up 10x today. That version of you who shills, who tweets, who shows up in the chat creates the reality. The biggest downturn you have here is most people only use their reality as a gauge. Oh man, it's good to dream about, my future in the big house, but you don't understand. I'm sleeping on a couch right now. Yeah, the people who made their dream come true did this when they were sleeping on the couch. When they were in 5th grade and their teacher told them, oh, the chance of going to the NBA is 0.005. They said, I don't care. My essay is about how I'm going to make it to the NBA. And what was that? Jason Tatum. Oh, Kylie Jenner? Sure, she was already rich. Sure, her family was rich. But she said, I see myself as a model walking down the runway, blah, 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 blah. Lives it, does it. People do this, not just celebrities, everyday average people who used to not be celebrities, who used to just be big dreamers. Billie Eilish, another person. I'm thinking of a manifestation video I watched. This is top of mind. Billie Eilish, okay, before she was big or had handler people to help her be successful, she was working with some guy. They were sitting in a room together and she was just into music. And he said, we are going to make you one of the biggest performers in the world. And they laughed about it. She has become that. So that's number 5. Number 6 is once you get it down, once you feel it on a regular basis, you don't have to do the techniques anymore. You want to feel, we say it over and over again, feeling is the secret. Feeling is the secret. Feel. The law of assumption, feeling, living in the end, feeling your dream come true today in emotion, in imagination. You're smiling today because everything you wanted, your wish has come true, your dream has come true. You have to feel it now. And don't stack it up against the negativity. Oh man, my things aren't looking too good. What if I don't do it? Because that blocks it out. So feel it now and speak always in I am. I am is possession. I am is powerful, positive. I am. So once you get that locked in, he says, drop the techniques. Once you got it locked in, you don't need to do this because you have become. You're being the version of yourself that achieves the dream. Now, finally, to sum it all up with the Dream Cat quote of the day, after I told you all of that, this is what I know. If you assume success and persist in the assumption, in the visualization, in the fantasy, if you believe it to be real, if you believe the dream to be real and you persist, you never quit, you never give up, you invest all the energy, you play it in your mind, you cannot fail. Why? Is this a promise? Is this like false teaching? Is this hype? He says no, because it's the law. And that's what we teach, universal laws and principles, and we're applying them to crypto, we're applying them to our life, we're applying them to our dreams, and that's why this is a great place to be, beyond just waiting for the moon, because we're learning and becoming. I'm not waiting. I mean, yeah, well, I want some of my bags to moon now, hurry up, but I'm not waiting. I'm working. I'm moving forward to the best of my ability. I'm improving. I'm not on the sidelines, sitting on my hands. Dreamers don't do that. Anyway, hopefully that could do something for you. All right, let's pick an MVP. Adiyami, I'm probably going to give it to him. I'm going to check my X. I just saw he tagged me. He wanted it. I just saw he tagged me in a post. So let's look at it. Let's see if it's good. Oh, yeah. Adiyami, you win, bro. The 6-step manifestation formula to implement. Clearly define your desire. Make it specific. Don't be fake. Build a valid detail. Enter a state of meditating before sleep. Think, feel, and act. Persist regardless of evidence. Proclaim. That is an amazing summarized version with a screenshot of the quote of the day. Congratulations. You win 15,000 Dream. Now, look, Adiyami, I know when the dice game's going on, that's different. But notice, this isn't even a shout out to you. This is just proof for everyone watching. We say something called how bad do you want it? Every single week, we've offered up 30,000 Dream for, gosh, a long time. Sometimes it's random because we choose from 5 people who all give the same effort. But if one person were to go above and beyond, arguably they could win really often, right? Maybe sometimes it could change a little bit. It could be, someone else, or we say, man, these people are matched. We choose from few and we flip a coin. But I just point that out to show that you came in with the effort and the intention. You haven't been to one in a while. You're like, man, I want to win some Dream. And look, how bad do you want it? Now, the thing is, you can say, yeah, but I don't need 15,000 Dream. That's like $2. Who cares? That's the thing is, if you believed what Dream could be and you didn't have the funds yet, right? If you didn't have the funds, if you got the funds, maybe you don't need to do that. Enjoy this. Throw your $81 in, hold your million Dream, chill. Or maybe you get 10 million. Maybe you get aggressive. There's only 589 million Dream. Not everyone can hold a million Dream. That's a dream of some. I wish I could. Well, listen, if you don't have the funds and you are trying to make it, then I don't understand why people who believe in the vision and well, actually it's late at night. So anyway, power to Adiyami. Chart and then game, okay? We're gonna do a guessing game in the chat. It's kind of my favorite. I used to play this with my younger siblings. It's a childlike fun thing. Guessing game. It takes place in the Telegram. It's exciting. Okay, and maybe we'll do a little bit here in the maybe we'll do 1 or 2 on the big screen for the people who aren't there. Let's show you this, and we'll be on our way. Dreamcat chart. You got to check in. Where are we at? We're at 50,000 market cap, as I said. The chart goes up, the chart goes down. There it is. There's the history. Better than we've ever been before. We have a Catcoin super cycle that is programmed into the matrix. This will inevitably happen. Maybe it doesn't happen this run. Maybe we're off on the timing. It happens next run. It is one of the biggest narratives that's lined up. There's a lot of Solana cats out there. This is why I made Dreamcat a cat instead of a fox or a dog or anything else. because I identified the trend. Yes, we saw a couple billion-dollar cats, but that wasn't euphoria. That wasn't even retail. That wasn't a bull run. Okay, we're sitting, chilling, pretty. 50,000 market cap. That's the chart. There you go. Okay, let's play a game. All right, let's see who wants to play. Show me you're in the Telegram. We'll see who plays. Maybe there's no one who shows up. We'll see. Who's, was that Amos? Okay, good, it was Adiyami. I was gonna say if Amos shared that in the chat, I'd feel bad. All right, let's see. Is anyone in TG? I'm gonna check. If no one's there, hey. We work with what we got. Is anyone in TG? Hello? Game? Optional. This is what we got. All right, Libre's here. Takes 2 to tango. Does anyone else want to play? Adiyami, you still here? Do you want to play to enter to win? Anyone else live want to play the game? Just pop in the Dreamcat Telegram. All right, we got Adiyami, so we got 2 to tango. We'll wait another minute or two. Who else we got? J-Dog in the building. All right, we're going to play a guessing game. Now, let me tell you why the guessing game is fun. Maybe we got someone else in there. Let me tell you why the guessing game is fun, because it makes the chat go crazy, and it brings other people who are watching, okay? And they like to play. Everyone likes to play games. All right, if you're here, you're here. Let's get started. But you can't, if they're not here, they wouldn't know what we're doing, because you got to have both. You got to have both clues. Okay, let me pick something. The first game is going to be easy. First game is the emoji game. So I am choosing an emoji. I'm going to give you a clue about what it is, and you have to go in your keyboard and guess said emoji, and the first person who gets the correct emoji wins. And there's going to be 5 questions. Whoever has the most points wins. Okay, clear enough? All right, let me pick. I'm thinking of, let's see. Okay. Let's go. People talk about animal coins. People say that animal coin is the meta. So unlimited guesses. I'm thinking of an animal. Drop the emoji in the chat. I'm thinking of an animal that stands on 2 legs. I'm thinking of an animal that stands on 2 legs and has a tail. Just as a reminder, I'll drop random emojis in the chat so you understand that you simply use an emoji. So Libre guessed goat, okay? So now you got, okay, good, you can't see what I had up. So you guys can do unlimited guess. No, it doesn't have to be like that. It can be, it's exactly how you did it. It can be full scale. So you have to find an emoji that represents an animal, okay, that has a tail and stands on 2 legs, not 4, and fire away. All right, it's not a dinosaur. That's a good guess, though. Boom, it's already done. Kangaroo. Dude, how'd you know I was thinking kangaroo? Tell me how. In the chat or this chat. How did you know that? How would you guess that quickly? I don't talk about kangaroos ever. Maybe I think it's rigged now. That's only one. I have no idea how Libre guessed that on the 3rd one. Normally it's like 40 guesses. What? His first thought. Okay, now this is powerful. So Libre guessed the kangaroo. He said first thought. Now I'm not trying to be like weird or anything like that. Like Libre is a straight male. I'm a straight male. But could it be that Libre and I somehow are on the same frequency because we're just big dreamers and it's aligned shared thoughts? Because we know that thoughts travel. So maybe he's just on the same energy wavelength. Okay, shout out to Libre. Orangutan. I actually like orangutans. I was watching Planet of the Apes. Has anyone seen Planet of the Apes? Not the first one with what's his name? Not the first one with the short guy who does all the space movies, who was also in Interstellar. Not that one. But the remakes, the first Planet of the Apes is incredible. How would you guys know kangaroo? 2 legs? Is that 2 legs and a tail? Is there nothing else that does that? Is that why it was just that obvious from the clues? Anyway, wow. Libre, 0.1. Congrats. Okay, we got to do, okay, now we're going to do a GIF. Okay, so now the GIFs are wild cards because you will have to find a GIF of whatever I'm thinking of. So like there's probably 20 GIFs that represent the thing. So maybe I'll think of like a show, a movie, a candy, something. It's just a little fun, okay? It's not necessarily all the way crypto. We'll try though. We'll try to keep it crypto. Okay. I'm thinking of, Libre's trying to get ahead of himself. I'm thinking of, I can't use an OG that I use. It's got to be completely random. I'll tell you what. After this question, one of you guys suggest a topic, and we will choose your topic as a question. I'd love to pull the next 3 topics from people, okay? Just so you guys can have some say in this. The GIF, I want you to show me a GIF of, I'm thinking of, it's got to be something that's not in my mind normal. Sorry, guys, too much thinking live. Okay, I'm thinking of, I've done that one before. Okay, get ready. The irony. Ooh, you'll never guess it. I'm thinking of a famous mouse. Use a GIF to tell me which mouse it is in the Telegram. I'm thinking of a famous mouse. It's not going to be what you think it is, the obvious one, but you can guess anyway. So for an example, you see Libre, if you're in the chat, he posted a GIF. You see? He posted Kobe. Those are what GIFs are, if you don't know. So if you go into message, they're at the bottom left, and you can fire away. So you look up, you would search all the mouse you know, right? If it was a cat, you'd look up Garfield, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we got Tom from Tom and Jerry. That is not the mouse. This is so wild card. I'm thinking of a famous mouse that is a cartoon. This famous mouse is a cartoon. He is an underdog. You wouldn't guess him. He is probably from around like the 90s, I think. So I don't know our whole age range. Not Jerry. That's who it is. That's who's shown. I'll show you guys so you can see live in case you're just watching here. So we just got one guess through so far. Maybe too hard. Tom and Jerry. Not Tom and Jerry. Think of any. I mean, you can Google if you got time. But the free thinker always wins, right? A famous mouse. This mouse is white. This mouse is white. So that means it is not. I'll just drop who it's not. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll drop who it's not. Make it easier. It's obviously not Mickey Mouse. And by the way, his name isn't Mouse either. He's from a cartoon. He has a sidekick who is also a mouse. So 2 mice. Oh, what a good one. It's not Stuart Little, but I love Stuart Little. You guys know Stuart Little? I watched that movie. Not Stuart Little. Good white mouse guess. Had some friends. Danger Mouse? I don't know if I know Danger Mouse. I know there's another movie. It's not this movie either. The Adventures, 2 mice that fly on a goose. It's like a Disney movie. It's not that movie either. It's a cartoon show. It's not from a movie. Let me look it up in real time. Make sure I'm correct and they're not like gophers or something. And if no one guesses it, no problem. The whole purpose, yeah, they're mice. Okay, I'll give you another guess so you can find it with the internet. We'll give you guys a chance to guess. Okay, get ready. The second clue is the name of the show. It was in 1995, and Brain is in the name of the show. Brain. Can anyone find it? Who's a quick searcher? Mice representative of Brain. I want a picture. I want a GIF. Let me make sure there is a GIF. I didn't even check if there was. Boom. Pinky and the Brain. They got it at the same time. I literally saw them come through simultaneously. Okay. But you know what? To be fair, J-Dog, to be fair, this is the GIF game. So you got to get, do you know how to use the GIFs? I'm going to have to give it to Libre. You came in at the same time because the GIFs is what makes it a challenge because you have to find one, and that's what makes it fun. So I wasn't trying to make you work harder. Trying to have fun. Got to give it to Libre, man. Boom. Pinky and the Brain. Awesome. Okay, any recommended topics? You guys want a topic? Famous athlete, a destination in the world, a certain crypto. Open to all and any suggestions. A favorite food. We got chicken parmesan last week. Man, that was fun. Could be a president. I don't know. Could be anything. I'll think of another one. All right, let's go. We're going back to emojis. Unless you guys drop a suggestion that you want to see. All right, emoji game. You guys guessed way too quick before. I'm thinking of Mouse Pinky in the Brain. You got it, Adiyami, but you're a minute late on that one. And remember, Adiyami, that to enter, you got to use a GIF or an emoji, whatever I'm saying. So saying it, if like everyone says it, it's the first person to do a GIF or an emoji, okay? Or a picture. That's the game we're playing. So I am thinking of, it's a fun little game. I'm thinking of, an electronic. I need an emoji. Guess an emoji that is an electronic. Okay? I'm thinking of an electronic that is an emoji. I don't even know how you'd search that, so you're really gonna have to scroll around. And yeah, I mean, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, there's only a couple I just kind of scoped out. So that could be, to give you a hint, it's kind of where the camera is. So it could be a camera, it could be DVD. This is emojis right now too. This is emoji. Sorry, emoji. I'm just all over. Maybe I gotta fine tune the game. I'm trying to keep it interesting. I'll tweak it each week. So looking in your emojis, I'm going back and forth. Emoji GIF. An electronic. It's a emoji that is an electronic device. And it's just like DVDs, not frequently used anymore. It's similar in that way. So we're looking for emojis. I got to go easier after this. These are too hard, I guess. The goal is just to fly through. Dang, sorry you're having network trouble, Adiyami. Usually Telegram is a little bit better than the, it's not the telephone. Usually Telegram is a little bit better than X, but sorry to hear that. But come on, surely you could post an emoji without it loading too long, right? Let's get the emoji. We got a radio. It's not a radio. It's not a telephone. An electronic. It's not the fax. That's another old dinosaur thing, not the fax machine. I've actually never sent a fax in my life. I don't know if you guys have. An electronic that people don't use anymore. It's so cool. I always wished I had one. Would have been so cool. And get ready, because after this one, we're going right to the next one. I already got it in my mind, and we're going to go to GIFs on the next one. But emojis. Aren't they all lined up? Just rapid fire guess. You get unlimited guesses. You just got to hope someone else isn't thinking quicker. Maybe, when I remember this, we had like 12 people doing it. That's when we had more motion. So maybe it was just like, you would just see the screen fly. It was really fun. Maybe it's too hard. Okay, if no one gets it, we'll just move on. Not the telephone. All right, countdown. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I know there's also a 20-second delay. None of those. 20-second delay on the audio. So I'll wait another 20 seconds, but I've finished counting. Not an iPhone. Good guess. Except not outdated. Outdated tech. It's used to send messages. It's used to communicate and send messages. Anybody? All right, I'm gonna see. These are the final guesses. Final guess from Libre. And anyone else who's typing right now, if anyone. And we got to move on because it's too slow. My bad. I thought it would be a fast rapid fire thing. Boom. Libre got it at the buzzer. It was a pager. Congratulations, Libre. Technically, you've already won unless we make it really challenging for like a bonus point or something. Congratulations. It was pager. You got it. The audio has to catch up. Okay. Congrats, Libre. It was pager. Get ready for next one. I'm going to say clue here before audio catches up. This is a GIF. Choose a GIF. I'm thinking of a character from a classic kids TV show. Guess that character with a GIF. Go. GIFs. Fire away. I want to have fun. I want to be entertained. Show me all the best cartoons of all time. SpongeBob SquarePants, I love him. It's not him. One of the most epic cartoon characters ever. You gotta love him. Who else we got? Thinking of a character from a classic cartoon TV show. Guess the character with a GIF. Another clue would be a very famous show, but not the main character. Not Patrick. Get SpongeBob guesses. We got Winnie the Pooh, Little Mermaid, Donald Duck. Damn, you just went full Disney. None of those. Snoopy, not Snoopy. Shout out to Snoopy. He's the main character. Oh, maybe he's not the main character. I don't even know who that guy is. I think that's like an 80s cartoon show. Not that guy. Video player. Oh, my man, Adiani is a little behind. Nope. Not Garfield. Not Tom and Jerry. I'm not sure. What are those guys from Sesame Street? Not those guys. All right, another clue. This show was on, I believe, Cartoon Network. It was a Cartoon Network show. All right, this is going to give it away. This is an audio clue. I'll just type it in. There are 5 or 6 main characters. That's going to give it away. Not The Simpsons. Could have been them, not them. And by the way, it's not just the show. You have to guess the character that I'm thinking of from the show. Minions. Nope, not Minions. All right, I'm going to give you the biggest clue of the game. Here it comes. Biggest clue. Biggest clue. They catch bad guys. Biggest clue, biggest clue, biggest clue. Not the Flintstones. Yabba dabba doo. Shout out to the Flintstones. They catch bad guys. Who catches the bad guys? Man, Ghostbusters? They catch bad guys, right? Could it be the Ghostbusters? Who else could it be? Who catches bad guys? I don't know. I'd have to think. Nobody knows? I'm shocked. I got to revise the game. I'm sorry. I'm to blame. This game used to be so easy. It was like guessed right away really fast. I'm shocked. All right, we'll just scratch this one up to a give up. The answer is, here I come with gifts. Okay, it was Scooby-Doo, but the real answer is, oh, Velma from Scooby-Doo. Velma from Scooby-Doo. Well, gosh, folks, I thought that was easier. I apologize for the challenge in that. Yeah, man, that was a hard one. Is that J-Dog right there? You don't know about Scooby-Doo like that, J-Dog? I thought Scooby-Doo was like universally known. I thought that we didn't even touch it. Okay. Man, I mean, to be honest, Libre already won. I'm not going to switch up rules to make him lose. So he got 3 majority. For the last one, just tell me if you want for fun, just tell me a topic in the chat that you want me to do next time. I will pick topics tailored to you. So that's pretty much the gist of what we got. Had fun playing the guessing game. I'm going to reward the Dreamers now live. The reason I had you guys in our Telegram is because if you ever win Dream on this show, we give it out directly in the chat. So we have to just add your wallet one time. It's not connected. It doesn't mean we're like directly linked to it. It's literally just like you sending me your wallet address, okay? And that's how we pay you. So you can see right now, I just sent Adiyami 15,000 Dream. If you're not set up this way, it probably takes me a long time because it's much harder to do. So salute to you guys. I appreciate you playing. I'm thinking in the back of my head, got to make Dream, got to make it a little bit more fun. Had a lot of fun with it in the past. We're down in quiet times, but hopefully more people want to participate in the future and play next week. Hopefully you had a little bit of fun. Hopefully you have a topic that maybe you'd want to guess on, or if you have suggestions on the game, give me some insights behind the scenes on fun things to do to close out the show. But that is all I have for this Dream Talk. It was a fantastic one. We gave Alpha on Alpha. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for coming, sharing it out. Congrats to our MVP, Adiyami. Man, by rehashing and sharing all that stuff, you had to have learned some powerful stuff. So kudos to you. Rooting for all of you. And see ya on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Book Club. Cheerio.
That'll do it, guys. I just want to take a moment to send my gratitude. Thank you to all the dreamers who show up here, who support, who dream with us. I want to remind you that the mission here is not just meme coinery and, hey, come show up and waste your time. We're on a mission here. You may not understand it yet. You may not fathom or dream this big yet, but we are here to build the largest community of dreamers in the world. Laugh if you need to. Get it out of your system. All dreamers start somewhere, and it starts with a vision. What I love about the world, what I love about actually meme coins especially, is that belief is the main character. Belief is the main source of everything. It all comes down to belief. And that is what we are building the dream on. Matter of fact, if you know about the book Think and Grow Rich, it's in here. We talk about desire and consistency and compounding and all these things. We're building this mission on laws and principles that have been universal and conclusive for decades. We're building Dream in a way that has never been done before. We are a first mover, planting our flag in the space with full respect to the builders and the degens and everyone else who's built out this space. We're coming here as a newbie, as a first mover, and we're doing the opposite of everything you've ever seen. Our market cap may vary. Our holders may vary. Our volume may not be that sexy, but if you're hearing this message, you have a chance. You have a chance to watch the quantum leaps of improvement, step by step, moment by moment. It's revealed to you how the dream can change the world, how we can go from 2 believers to 10 to 1,000 to 2 to, and as it goes on and on, the dream becomes more and more undeniable. There's actually 3 specific things that we're going to do that set us apart. And that's this. Number 1, we're building on unshakable belief. Belief is everything. Some use it. Murad uses a little bit, but we're using it at a level never before seen. We are giving you reasons to believe. We are showing in our consistency, stacking. Okay, number 1. Number 2, massive action plans. Some people have done them. Print out flyers, dress up in a chicken suit, go crazy. I've done these before. They make dreams come true. I've done them going 60%, 70% in. What could it look like if we go all in? What could it look like if 1,000 dreamers participate in massive action plans? I see a future that is undeniable, that is unstoppable. Why? Because the ticker is golden. It's dream. It's universal. It beats time. It goes for any sex, any religion. Everyone has a dream, but guess what? 97% of those people aren't going to see it come to pass. They don't have what it takes. They're not willing to go the distance, which is why so many have come to the dream and left. Because for most, seeing is believing. But if you're listening to this message now, there's a very good chance that you happen to be a visionary, or luck has found you and you are in the right place at the right time. It would be criminal of me not to encourage you to take a look at Dream, use your best judgment, and consider buying a bag. When you paint a vision so vast as building the largest community of the dreamers in the world, doing the opposite, being a first mover, building Dream as a mascot. Did you know that that's who Dream is? Dream is a mascot. He doesn't maybe have a meme. He's not one of these OG cat memes that everyone truly loves. He isn't known yet, but he's becoming known here, the most successful cat in the world. This is a community where dreams become reality. This is a community when it's all said and done, where you can come chase this dream together with us while simultaneously chasing your own. And to be very blunt and clear, that is exactly what I am doing in real time. And I believe that if I'm able to make my dream come true within the DreamCat community, well, Dream is a part of that dream. And so it's like a vision on top of a vision on top of a vision. But with success, which of course I believe in myself, I do, Dream will become maybe even more than what we envisioned it to be. It's simple concepts, brick by brick, compounding consistency, 1 to 2 to 8 to 16, 32. I skipped a bunch of numbers, 120 something, stack, stack, stack. We appreciate you being here. We simply want to remind you of our intentions. We simply want to remind you to tap into your dream. We want to remind you to wake up, stop chasing. Perhaps the time of chasing runners is over. Perhaps a season of builders is coming. And when it comes, I don't want you to be late to the party. No one is building like Dream. Dream does not have a ceiling. If you want to investigate this yourself, I encourage you to go over to the website, dreamcat.xyz, and take a look with your own eyes. Most will not. When they hear about the dream, they look at the volume, they look at the chart, they dismiss it, and they keep going. 1,000 believers, it's just math. In this 54-page PDF, we tell you reason after reason, specifically why Dream can change the game, why it's a mascot of tomorrow. We explain why I'm in Orlando, right? Why I'm here. It's for the dream. Check it out. Take a look. Do your own research. Buy, don't buy. We're indifferent. It's good either way. What we really want is for you to chase your dream and make it come true. And if you can do that and you don't buy a single token, we will win. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We hope to see you next week, every single Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. Next week, invite in a friend. Retweet it out. Share it. Are you really a dreamer? Why is your PFP a dog when it could be DreamCat? Shout out to the dog. Shout out to my friends. Fine. Thank you guys. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.